All right, continuing on with Jack Kirby's Fourth World with Mr. Miracle number 2, part 2. Yipe, preserve me. It's that weird crawling follower thing. It's come to life, trying to rise. Outside the test shack. We're in luck, men. That's Scott Free in the costume he has adopted, and with him is his sawed off assistant. We'll take them both. Granny will be doubly delighted. Stun guns out. Fire away. They stiffen, they fall. Crash. They are ours. The traitor and his gnat will be heroes to Granny. She'll sing our praises and give us gifts. I can't wait to get back. And in the main house, that racket, it sounds all too familiar. Granny's raiders. They're abducting Oberon and the follower. They've mistaken the follower for me. Lovable old Granny will be in a killing mood when she discovers that mistake. Poor Oberon will bear the brunt of her fury, and that's not a pleasant spot to be in. The raiding party has left in a sonic flyer, but I can track it down. I've literally brought my own bag of tricks. And among those are these arrow discs. As a former candidate for Granny's flight troops, I earned these. Now the arrow discs will lock on the sonic trail of the flyer. Look out, Granny goodness, the prodigal returns. Soon, hail, Granny, we bring you the spoils of our hunt. My soldier boys never fail their Granny. My soldier boys are the best. Bring that horrible young Scot-Free to Granny. We heard the news, Granny. May we watch you punish Scot-Free? We love you, Granny. We serve you. No, that honor must fall to the heroes who took him captive. But there will be other victories, other jubilees. Love him. Serve great Darkside. Wear your pointed helmets proudly. Where he leads, die for him and reward Granny. Hail, heroes, you've done well. You've brought the dwarf too. It is only fitting that they share the same fate. What, you mindless fools, what have you returned with? Didn't you notice the dead eyes? This is a follower, not Scot-Free. Suddenly, I'm here, Granny, but I can't stay long. Ha, so you came after all. Just to pick up a friend. You'll stay for eternity. Open the X-Pit, Overlord. There is an ominous humming sound, an eerie flash as invisible forces rush from a widening gap in the floor. Ha ha ha! I've got you, Mr. Miracle. My arrow discs have been neutralized. I'm falling. It is a long fall because the pit is deep, but the mad downward flight of its trapped victim is slowed as they near the bottom. Don't panic, Oberon. We won't be crushed. The hidden force pulls from reversing from attraction to repelling. We're still alive, Oberon, but At the bottom of the X-Pit is a transparent cage of unknown substance. Its doors close on its hapless prey as they drift within its confines. We're still alive, Oberon, but prisoners of Granny, and believe me, this is no ordinary prison. That shouldn't stop you, Scott, not you, Mr. Miracle. I've got to think. I've got to remember all I know about Granny goodness. Under other conditions, I'd be glad to forget about her. Beneath her iron facade lies a hidden fear. I've seen it. She's no youngster. Perhaps it's just the simple fear of old age and insecurities. Yes, she'll sacrifice anyone and anything for gifts, rewards. On that premise and these studs we must stake our lives. You pressed one of those buttons and now we're frying. Hang on, Oberon. I knew this for what it is, a torment circuit made by the creator of this pit for Granny's pleasure. Steel yourself, Oberon. This is the electroshock cycle. I feel like I've swallowed 1,000 hot needles. I must continue the cycle. I must press another of the studs. Do it, no matter what happens. Next, it'll be better than this. Whew. This is a welcome break, but I don't suppose Granny rigged this to last too long. No, look, about you, Oberon. Look at the quickly rising mud. Scott, do something before this mud covers up us. It will smother you first. This way, friend. It won't help, Scott. Try to press the next cycle. Can't. The mud is hardening, tough to move. I do like the relationship between Scott and Oberon. And in her quarters, poor Scott, Free. How he must be suffering. It's too bad he couldn't learn to see things Granny's way. Don't weep over that coward, Granny. You must need comfort to have ordered this from your vault. My soldier boys are so understanding. That's why Granny trains soldier boys. Granny helped me earn my pointed helmet. Granny has earned her rewards, too. She worked hard, done all the right things. That's why Great Darkside gave her this wonderful gift. It reacts to Granny's every wish. I asked it to create a valuable jewel, and behold, suddenly, zoosh! What a blinding flash! My guard struck down, attacked. No, no, scot-free. Only a miracle could have gotten you out of the X-pit. Not a miracle, Granny, a memory. The memory of a gift you once received, a gift for your old age, a gift named Overlord, that gift that creates and destroys. You vicious young savage, look, see what you've done. Oh, my heart, I'll kill you with my bare hands. How did you do this? Fair enough. Once I knew that Overlord created the X-pit, I knew the makeup of its structure. Every atom of the X-pit was linked to the Overlord himself, even the studs of the torment circuit. I activated each terrible cycle. The mud is hardening fast, holding my arm, but my finger is free, touching the next stud. Then the mud was gone, as if it had never been there, because Overlord was transforming its atoms into another form of torment. What's next, Scott? What next? Mother Box signals radiation, and that makes her strong. Strike at the enemy, Mother Box. I jammed Mother Box into the torment circuits, felt her power race with vengeance toward the insidious source. Somewhere I could feel the power strike Overlord. Somewhere I could hear his silent scream. Somewhere I felt him die. You killed Overlord. You had him killed by a damnable Mother Box. I earned many things when I left your institution, like these arrow discs on which Oberon and I rose from that useless pit. Now useless pit. Granny is hurt. Granny is ruined. Overlord is gone. He was an evil fraud, like you, Granny. Goodness. Little worms can look like sea serpents when cast on a vidi screen. This is Overlord, shorn of power and life. You'll pay dearly for this. And that brings me to my parting words. Dry up and blow away, Granny Goodness. Soon after, Oberon took a lot of nerve to say that to a terror like Granny. I think that's a mistake because Oberon didn't say it, Mr. Miracle, unless he's talking about himself. Fly faster, Scott. I've got an eerie feeling that she's warming up for the second round. Hold it, dear reader. We're not done with you yet. It is said that the ultimate trap is the simplest trap, and what could be more simple than entering and leaving a building? For Mr. Miracle, this could mean defeat and death. You'll be mad about the next exploit if you swallow the paranoid pill. But our next story is going to be Forever People number 3. I think this was a great story. I just love Jack Kirby's Fourth World. This is some great stuff.